Hi everybody, my name is Keeley and welcome back to my reading nook. I don't know if you noticed, but I did take a break last week. It was Thanksgiving and I decided to just take a week off from filming and just spend some time with family. I actually went to Kennebunkport, Maine for a couple days. It was really lovely to just kind of get out of the city and get out of Dodge. But now I'm back. Don't worry, I'm back. And I'm going to film the end of the year book tag. Very excited about that. I saw a booktuber that I subscribe to post this video today. Her name is Alexandra. I'll put her actual channel name in the comments. I really like her, but I just can't think of her name right now. Yeah, so I decided, okay, that'd be super fun for a video to film to get back into things and just kind of regroup before the end of the year. I love watching these end of the year tags, and so I hope that you enjoy watching mine. I'll just get started and then we'll go from there. Also, if you see me looking down, the questions are on my phone. Okay, so the first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Yes. The answer to this is a big fat yes. The first is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I started this in September. Really enjoyed it. I just honestly got distracted by other books and by life. So I was kind of out of it and not reading a ton. So it's kind of a slow burn book, and so I wasn't really getting through books that weren't fast paced. So I definitely want to finish that over Christmas. I think that would be a really fun one to read over Christmas because it has some fall vibes, some dark academia, cold, snowy, kind of energy. And so I'm interested in finishing that. I'm also still in the middle of Haunting of Hill House. I'm not going to put up a November wrap up just because I barely read anything. So I think I might just combine that with my December wrap up, just as a little bit of foreshadowing. So I still need to finish The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I think those are the only two that I started and haven't finished. I'm looking around my room to see if there's any. But yeah, just those two, but I definitely do have some that I started and didn't finish. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? That's a good question. I did. What was the one that I was bringing? Okay. So this is kind of a weird answer, but The Snows of Kilimanjaro by Ernest Hemingway. It's a short story collection. I have heard that although it has wintry dark stories, some of the stories, because they are dark, give fall vibes, if that makes sense. So they're mostly about wintry December type vibes, but they're scary, and so they can kind of coincide with Halloween, fall reading topics. So I'm hoping that because it's a short story collection, I'll be able to get through it quickly, but then also it'll help me transition into my winter reading. So that's my answer for that. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? Honestly, no. I'm not really that up on new releases generally. I haven't really gotten into following specific authors and waiting for them to release specific books. I was a little bit like that with John Green and the Anthropocene Reviewed, which I haven't read yet, but I have on my shelf, because I was really excited since I like his podcast of the same name. I was excited to see what he did with that in a book form. So that was a new release that I was excited about. So I guess I could say that a new release that I'm excited about is John Green's The Anthropocene Reviewed, because it's not new right now. It was new this year, and I haven't read it yet. So I'm going to say that that's the new release I'm excited for, but not one that I'm still waiting for. Okay, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? That's a really good question. I'm not going to say any of the 2 that I already said, so The Secret History by Donna Tartt and The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. So I'm going to take those out of the mix. I think, okay, I'm really interested in reading Ethan Frome. Sorry, I'm looking past you to find my copy of Ethan Frome. Edith Wharton, that's who it's by. I wanted to figure out who the author was. So Ethan Frome by Edith Wharton, because I've heard that it has very wintry vibes, and that really excites me. I also kind of want to finish Sense and Sensibility. Oh, that's another one. Going back to the other question, that's another book that I started this year and didn't finish, was Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, and I'm interested in finishing that up. So I'm not going to put that on the list either, because that's one that I already started. So Edith Wharton's Ethan Frome, John Green's The Anthropocene Reviewed. Like I said, I haven't read it, but I'm really excited to. And then another, I'm trying to think about like wintry. Oh, there's a David Sedaris book called Holidays on Ice. And I feel like it'll be, I love David Sedaris, I've said that before on my channel. I love him so much. I think he has just the funniest writing ever. And he has sort of a holiday themed book of essays called Holidays on Ice. So I'm excited about that. And those I think would be my 3. Anthropocene Reviewed, Holidays on Ice, and Ethan Frome. Well, that's a fun question because I'm getting excited to craft my December TBR. Okay, is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Yes. The Anthropocene Reviewed and The Secret History. The Anthropocene Reviewed, I just love that style of nonfiction where it's like really introspective and kind of philosophical, where it takes like science and fact but like makes it kind of, talks about the emotional side of it. I usually love that. And like I said, I've already loved the podcast of the same name, so I feel like I'm kind of set up to really like that one. But I also really think that The Secret History might get me. The slow burn of it, I think I might fall for. I've heard people say that when they get to the end of that, they're just like totally mic drop, just like whoa. And I really think that if I get that invested in it, like it's so long that you're so invested by the time you get to the end. And if I do get that invested in it, which I think that I will, I think it might blow me away and take the cake for the whole year, which would be really exciting if something came in right at the end of December and blew me away like that. But those are the 2 that I think have the potential. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? Yes. I am such a planner. People in my real life who know me know that I'm a huge planner. So I've already started making plans for my TBRs for the new year. What I've been thinking about doing is like themed TBRs throughout the year. And I've also thought about doing a book buying ban for the entire year of 2022, which sounds kind of excessive, and we'll see, but I'm thinking about doing that and making my rule that I need to finish every book on my shelf, which would be kind of really hard and also really fun. So let me know what you think about that idea, because I'm kind of excited about it, but I haven't decided yet. But yeah, that is the answer to all of the questions for the end of the year book tag. Let me know the answers to your questions in the comments, the answers to like your answers to these questions in the comments, because I'd be super curious to hear specifically about the books that you want to read before the year is up. But yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for coming to my reading nook. It was really fun, and I hope that you have a really happy reading week. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.